vile huu mjengo wa precast utakuwa unafanyika. Basi maelezo. So, tutashika na pande. Okay. Then the pointer using this
one. Welcome, Your Excellency. Ya mzima, karibu. Langata, karibu to Nakuru, County Lanet ASP. Yeah, we have the master planning is here on 10 acres, and we have 22, and there are 10 for socio. There are two types. There are two types of blocks. One which is having the market and affordable, and the other one having the socio. So the ones which are for socio are these ones which are orange, and the ones which are purple are the ones for the market. And then we have the common facility where we have the school all the way from kindergarten all the way to the upper level. And then we also have the shop facilities whereby it is also bringing the economy to the people here, so that the people who are going to work here, to live here, they also work here. Then if I can go to the detail, we have this block A, which is having this unit 1 room, then there are also 2 rooms, then there are 3 rooms, each 10, 20, and 10. Then there is the affordable part, which is having studio, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. Then the total for one block is 111 units. Then there are 11. Okay. Okay, thanks. Then that's how it will happen. And we are using a different methodology of work, which is going to increase the speed, but it is not going to reduce the labor. Because at the end of the day, the purpose for this is to increase the labor. So we have this, and this is where you are going to lay the foundation block. It's not a stone. Yeah, this is the concept. The contractor who is working on this is called Modern Precast. He has done quite a number of the stadium, one in Homambe, Kamarin, then Ebu, then Kirigiti, and Kerisho. Quite a number. He has been delivering them with a very fast speed. Yeah, welcome.
Basi sasa Mheshimiwa Rais ataenda kwa kufungua kwa bamba, ikiwa ishara kwamba mjengo sasa tayari unaanza na uendelee. Teknolojia ambayo inatumika hapa ni ya precast, kumaanisha ya kwamba inatengenezwa in advance. Haya basi, makofi. Rais amefungua bamba la Net Affordable Housing Project is now officially started. Na sasa tutaenda kwa laying of the foundation cast, not a stone but a cast, ikionyesha teknolojia ambaye itatumika, ikiwa ya mawe ambaye tayari imetayarishwa, inakuja tu kuwekelewa. Lakini pia tumeelezewa haipunguzi wafanyikazi. Wafanyikazi bado wanafanya kazi, kwa sababu affordable housing sio mambo tu na ujenzi, lakini pia ni kuboresha maisha ya wenyeji kwa kuongezea kazi. Kwa hivyo hii sasa ni laying of the foundation cast, not foundation stone but the foundation cast. Na tunaona pale Mheshimiwa Rais, tunajua ya kwamba ni mjenzi nambari 1. Kenya right now is a huge construction site. Manyumba yakijengwa kila mahali. Haya basi, imefika pale, kiendelea kuteremshwa. Makofi kwake Rais, ameifikisha na foundation cast sasa iko sambamba kabisa. Mjengo uendelee. Labda atafanya ukaguzi kidogo, aone ile cast kweli imeshika na iko sawa kabisa. iko sambamba.
Yeah, we'll concrete. And then on the slab, we are going to use this one. So it is an issue of this, the whole of the wall will come as one. Then we put slab. So it will be, yeah, brick. It's here. We are doing them here. Yeah. And they are going to take a very short time.
Basi rais ameelezewa na akasema ya kwamba huo mjengo uendelee. Watu wa airport mko tayari? Mpo? Nauliza mpo? Mnataka kumsikia daktari mwenyewe? Mko tayari kumsikia daktari mwenyewe? Haya, wapi shangwe ya kumkaribisha upande huu? Hebu tumshangilie kwa furaha.
Aya, wananchi wa Pipeline hamjambo? Ndioni hamjambo? Nakuru hamjambo? Nakuru hoye! Basi nyinyi mnajua nimekuwa hapa Nakuru na tulikubaliana na nyinyi ya kwamba wakati tunapanga mambo ya Kenya, tunapanga mambo ya Nakuru. Si ndio? Nani, wacha wananchi wakuja hapa karibu, wacha wakuje. Kuna problem. These are ni watu wa Kenya, watu wazuri hawa. Sawa. So, si ndio jameni? Na tumekuja hapa kwa sababu tunasema ya kwamba Kenya sawa. Tunasema hivi, Kenya haiwezi kubadilishwa kwa matusi ama maneno matupu ama ukabila ama chuki. Kenya inabadilishwa na miradi na mipango ya maendeleo. Ni kweli jameni? Si ni kweli? Juzi mimi nimekuja hapa Nakuru na niko na mambo matano ya muhimu ya Nakuru County. Nilikuja juzi kwa sababu ya mambo ya masoko. Nakuru hii tunajenga soko 25 mpya kwa sababu tunataka wakulima wetu wapate mahali pazuri pa kuuza chakula na mazao yao, na wananchi vile vile kina mama mboga wapate mahali pazuri pa kufanya biashara yao. Tunaelewana? Jambo la pili ni maneno hii ya program ya affordable housing. Hii program ya affordable housing inatusaidia mambo manne. Kwanza, inatupatia nafasi ya ajira ya vijana wa Kenya. Vijana watakaofanya kazi katika mradi huu ni vijana zaidi ya 3,000 ikiwa imeanza kufanya kazi vizuri. Leo tumeanza saa hizi, si ndio? Hii kazi ndio inaanza. Lakini nimemwambia contractor na yuko hapa ya kwamba sasa tunataka hii kazi ishike kasi. Tunataka kazi hii itembee haraka haraka. Tunaelewana? Na kwa sababu tunataka vijana wa hapa, hii dunia yote ya pipeline hawa, tunataka vijana wakuja hapa wafanye kazi, walipwe pesa, wajisimamie. Vijana hoye! Vijana hoye! Mimi nawauliza wangwana, nyinyi mko tayari kwa kazi ama mko tayari? Mko tayari? Huyu contractor nishamwambia tayari. Watu hawatoki Nairobi, watu hawatoki Kisumu, watu hawatoki Eldoret, watu ni Wanakuru wanafanya kazi katika hii mradi. Nasikizeni, tunajenga nyumba 2,100 ya kwanza hapa. Sawa sawa? Lakini katika mpango yetu hii kiwanja yote ekari karibu 600 tunapanga tujenge town mpya hapa pipeline. Sikizeni. Na hii manyumba tunajenga hapa, wale watafanya kazi ni vijana wa hapa. Hizi manyumba ni zenu, watu wa hapa pipeline na watu wa Nakuru. Hakuna watu wanatoka mahali pengine ya kuja kuishi hizi manyumba. Hii manyumba ni manyumba yenu. Nyinyi mko tayari? Mimi mko tayari? Tunataka wale wanaishi nyumba hakuna maji, nyumba hakuna stima, nyumba hakuna choo, hakuna sewage, hakuna barabara. Hizi manyumba hapa tutaweka barabara, tutaweka vifaa vyote, muishi ndani ya city. Nakuru hoye! Nakuru hoye! Jana vile vile juzi nilikuwa kule Elbagon. Sawa sawa? Tunajenga manyumba kama hii. Nyumba ambazo zinaendelea sasa Nakuru County ni nyumba 21,000. Tunahitaji vijana zaidi ya 50,000 wafanye kazi hii hapa Nakuru County. Nyinyi mnanielewa marafiki zangu? Mimi niliwaambia tutapanga ajira ya vijana. Na kupanga ajira haipangwi kwa mambo ya fitina. Inafangwa kwa mipango kama hii ya affordable housing na market na hostels na hiyo kazi ingine. Tunaelewana jameni? Jambo la pili, mimi nataka niwaambie kwamba wakati tunaunganisha stima hapa, nimeambiwa watu wa Ndioni hapa hawana stima. Watu ya hapa wote wako na stima ni kidogo kidogo. Leo tumeanzisha mradi mkubwa ya kuunganisha stima watu wa Nakuru. Manyumba 22,000, 22,500 households. Na tumetoa pesa ya serikali shilingi bilioni 2.6 ya kusungusha stima Nakuru County. Na tumekubaliana na wabunge wote. Tumekubaliana na mbunge Martha hapa. Tumekubaliana na mbunge Bwana Kikaria ya kwamba sehemu yote stima haijafika. Tunataka kufikisha stima huko, tuondoe giza, ndio shetani ahame. Ama namna gani? Si mnajua? Si mnajua shetani anapenda mahali iko giza? Si tuweke stima, tuongeze mwangaza, shetani awache kutusumbua. Ama namna gani Nakuru? Tuko pamoja? Vile vile leo nimefika hapa kwa sababu ya mambo ya mabarabara. Si ndio? Ile barabara ambayo tulitengeneza ya kutoka hapa kwenda Elementaita mpaka ifike kule Mau Summit. Ule contractor alikuwa anaitwa Nyoro, ametusumbua miaka nyingi. Sasa tumemfungia virago, amekubali, ameondoka. Sasa tunaweka contractor mpya atutengenezee hiyo barabara. Leo tena mimi naenda kuanzisha barabara ingine kutoka Jogoo kule hapa Gilgil. Kutoka Jogoo kwenda Kiptangwany, kwenda Tangitano mpaka ifike Kanan. Mimi nasikia hapa Nakuru mko na Canaan. Sasa hii Canaan yenu ni gani tena? Ni ile tulisoma kwa Biblia ama ni Canaan nyingine iko hapa? So, hiyo barabara tunaenda kuanzisha leo. Na barabara zingine nyingi ambazo tumekubaliana watu wa Nakuru. Hapa Nakuru katika mpango yetu tuko na shilingi bilioni 2.6 kujenga barabara 230 new kilometers of tarmac in Nakuru County. Na tushakubaliana na Governor Susan, tumekubaliana na wabunge wenu kwa sababu Kenya itabadilishwa kwa mipango na miradi ya maendeleo kama hii ya barabara, ya stima, ya shule, ndio tuweze kwenda mbele sisi wote. Nakuru hoye! Nakuru hoye! Mbali na kujenga manyumba hapa, pia tunawajengea shule kutoka nursery school mpaka form 4 hapa. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Huyu contractor atajenga shule hapa kwa sababu tunataka watoto wa area hii na wale watu watahamia hapa wapate mahali watoto wao watasoma. Tumekubaliana? Hii mradi ya awamu ya kwanza tumewapatia shilingi bilioni 5 ya kujenga hii mradi saa hizi. Alafu tutaongeza ingine bilioni 10 ya kuhakikisha kwamba hii area yote tunajenga barabara, tunajenga manyumba, tunajenga shule, tutajenga hospitali vile vile hapa. Na nishakubaliana na Susan hapa, tukijenga hospitali analete wadaktari, mimi nitampatia equipment. Jameni watu wa pipeline, mnasema tuendelee ama mnasema tusiendelee? Mnasema tuende mbele tusiende mbele? Si namna hiyo? Vile vile mimi nataka niwaulize, kwa sababu tunataka tushirikiane pamoja, si ndio jameni? Vile vile mimi nimesema hii barabara kubwa ambayo inatoka Nairobi, nyinyi mnajua hii barabara sasa iko na msongamano mkubwa. Watu wengine wanalala barabarani, wale wanaenda Nakuru, wale wanaenda Eldoret, wale wanaenda Western, wale wanaenda Kisumu, wanakwama hapa. Na ndio sababu hiyo tumesema hii barabara sasa tutapanua. Badala ya leni 2 tutatengeneza leni 6 ndio itembee vizuri. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Kwani nyinyi mnafikiri ile barabara iko Ulaya? Ile barabara leni 6 mnafikiri ilikuwekwa ama ilijengwa? Si ilijengwa? Na kama wale walijenga, nani alisema sisi hatuwezi kujenga? Si Kenya hii tunaweza kujenga? Na mimi nataka niwaambie, mimi naanza kujenga hiyo barabara next month. Mwezi ujao bwana. Hakuna mchezo. Next month. Tunaelewana? Tupanue hii barabara kutoka Nairobi, ipite Nakuru, iende Mau Summit, igawane hapo, moja iende Kericho, iende Kisumu, ingine iende Eldoret, iende mpaka Malaba kule Western Kenya. Tuunganishe na watu wa Uganda. Nyinyi mnanielewa watu wa Nakuru? Mnasema tuendelee na kupanga hiyo kazi? Tuendelee? Tuendelee? Mimi nataka niwaulize hivi. Mimi nataka kila mwananchi, na waomba kila mwananchi, tunataka watoto wetu wasome. Ni makosa kwa mzazi kama mtoto haendi shule. Tumeweka pesa nyingi ya serikali kwa masomo ya watoto wa Kenya. Ndani ya miaka mitatu tumeajiri walimu 1,100. Tumejenga madarasa 23,000. Tunataka kila mtoto wa Kenya apate kusoma. Mimi nawauliza wazazi wote, kwa sababu tunajenga madarasa, kwa sababu tunaajiri walimu na tunatumia pesa nyingi ya serikali, hatutaki mtoto hata mmoja abaki nyumbani. Watoto wote waende shule kwa sababu elimu ndio inatupatia usawa. Mnanielewa jameni? Mtoto wa tajiri na mtoto wa maskini wanakuwa sawa wakipata elimu. Tumekubaliana jameni? Ya tatu, mimi nataka kila mmoja wetu hapa ajirejista kwa SHA. Tumesema maneno ya matibabu, mtu kwenda hospitalini. Zamani mtu anaenda hospitalini, bili inakuja 50,000, 100,000, 1,500, anauza ng'ombe, anauza mifugo, anauza shamba, anaingia umaskini. Sasa tumesema tunataka gharama ya hospitali ya Wakenya wote ilipwe na serikali ya Kenya. Wewe kama mwananchi kazi yako ni kujiandikisha. Unajiandikisha kwa SHA, unasema mimi ni mama fulani, mimi ni mzee fulani, mimi ni kijana fulani. Kila mmoja wetu ajiandikishe, ndio tuwe na orodha kamili ya wananchi, ndio tuweze kupanga madawa, tupange madaktari, tupange equipment, ndio tuhakikishe ya kwamba matibabu isiwe starehe ya matajiri, iwe ni haki ya kila Mkenya. Pipeline hoye! Mimi nawauliza nyinyi, mumejiandikisha kwa SHA ama mnaniangalia tu hivi? Mmejiandikisha? Hebu nione wala wamejiandikisha kwa mkono. Ala, kumbe mko chonjo hivyo. Nimeshangaa sana. Sasa hapa Nakuru County watu wamejiandikisha kwa SHA ni 960,000. Lakini bado watu 1,000,000 hawajajiandikisha. Mwambie mwenzako kama hujajiandikisha hakuna jamii yoyote Kenya, hakuna watu wa dini yoyote watabaguliwa. Sisi wote ni ndugu moja, watu wa taifa moja, na tunataka tushirikiane kwa sababu umoja ni nguvu. Ama namna gani jameni? Munasema tushirikiane ama tutengane? Tushirikiane. Hebu nione wala wanasema tuungane. Jameni, tushirikiane. Basi mimi sitaki kusema kuzidi hapo. Mimi nimefurahi sana kufika hapa. Sawa sawa. Na nyinyi ni wananchi wa Kenya, si ndio? Si nyinyi ndio mmetuchagua? Si mmechagua MCA? Si mmechagua mbunge? Senator mmechagua? Rais mmechagua? Si nyinyi ndio mnajua vile mtafanya? Na mimi nataka niwaulize, sawa sawa, si kila mtu ako na kazi mmempatia? Si MCA atakuja aonyeshe kazi yake amefanya? Mbunge aonyeshe kazi yake amefanya? Gavana aonyeshe yake amefanya? Si mimi nitakuja nisimame hapa niwaonyeshe kazi nimefanya? Si nyinyi ndio mtaamua? Nyinyi si kiongozi anapimwa na ile kazi amefanya? Kama mtu ni mtu ya pere ana kazi, si huyo ni mtu wa kupelekwa nyumbani? Alafu ama mnasemaje? Ni kweli si kweli? Si kweli si kweli? Mimi nawaambia viongozi, watu wa Pipeline, mimi nawaambia viongozi wenzangu, hawa wananchi wako na akili, wanajua nini inaendelea. Sisi wote tuko na mtihani 2027. Wenye kusahihisha hiyo mtihani ni hawa wananchi, na kila mtu atasahihishiwa ile kazi amefanya. Kama hujajenga shule, kama hujajenga affordable housing, kama hujajenga soko, kama hujaunganisha stima, kama hujafanya chochote, kazi yako ni kelele na fitina na uvumi na porojo na ukabila, siku yako chuma chako kimotoni bwana. Hawa wananchi wanajua wanafanya kazi gani. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Nakuru hoye! Kuna watu ambao ni IDPs, nimeambiwa wanaishi hapa, si ndio? Wanaishi hapa. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Na wakati tulifanya campaign, mimi na Susan na hawa wangwana, tuliwaambia tutasort out maneno yenu, muende kwa mashamba yenu, si ndio? Hapo sasa tulisumbuliwa kidogo na mahakama. Kuna wakora walienda kotini wakasimamisha, lakini sasa kesi imeamuliwa wiki iliyopita. Sasa nyinyi mambo yenu iko sawa. Mimi nawaambia, mimi tu nataka kujua kutoka kwenu, muko tayari kwenda kwa mashamba yenu? Muko tayari? Wale wanasema tuko tayari nione kwa mkono. Bas, sasa nataka tupangane, si ndio? Muko tayari kwenda tarehe gani? Ati kesho? Kesho muko tayari? Ala, mutakusanya mali yenu lini? Leo? Munataka kesho? Haya basi. Kesho Sasa sikizeni. Kama muko tayari kesho. Si mmeniambia muko tayari kesho? Si ndio? Mimi nilikuwa nafikiri mutasema next month. Hata sio next week. Kesho. Basi. Unajua sasa nyinyi ndio wadosi. Sawa sawa? Kama mmesema muko tayari kesho. Si ndio? Wewe bwana Kikaria. Kari yako wapi? Sasa huyu bwana Kikaria, sawa sawa, kuanzia kesho. Wapi county commissioner? County commissioner ako hapo, wewe kuja simama hapo. Huyu Kikaria akisaidiana na machifu wetu, akisaidiana na county government, huyu Susan yuko hapa na wale wengine wote. Kesho, si mmesema ni kesho? Lia 900 wambao wako na mashamba yao kule Kisima na Donga Farm na Kisima Farm. Ni hivyo? Donga Farm na Kisima Farm. Si ndio? Sawa. Sawa. Tumekubaliana? Kwa sababu mmehangaika hapa siku nyingi. Kesho sasa huyu Kigaria
oversight, transparency and accountability within the Social Health Authority and its associated funds passed by this House. The Social Health Insurance Fund, the Primary Health Care Fund, and the Emergency Critical Chronic Illness Fund. How have we secured this? Number one, we have strengthened the governance structure. Today, I'm happy to report that SHA operates under a fully constituted board with an oversight responsibility for financial management, audit, and risk functions. The Audit and Risk Committee monitors and assesses the fund's financial integrity. We have also enhanced the procurement controls. All procurement process within SHA strictly adhere to the public procurement and asset disposal, and we have also complied with the directive of the President and the government on e-procurement system, not only in SHA, but in the whole of the Ministry of Health. It's being implemented, and this is to enhance transparency, ensure competitive bidding, and to minimize human discretion in tender evaluations. We have also done automation and financial system integration. Honorable Speaker and members, SHA has deployed an integrated financial management system that links budgeting, accounting, and reporting functions. And this is to ensure real-time tracking of fund flows and promoting operational efficiency. Second last, we have very clear fund management framework. Each of the three funds under SHA operates under different distinct management frameworks with well-defined allocation criteria, with well-defined reporting mechanism, and with well-defined investment guidelines so that we can prevent the misuse and diversion of funds. Honorable Speaker, finally, we have introduced a very independent audit and monitoring. Routine internal audits are conducted to assess our compliance rate. We and the Office of the Auditor General carries out an annual audit of SHA accounts to promote transparency and accountability in how we utilize this fund. Honorable Speaker, these measures I have said collectively reinforces accountability. They will safeguard public resources, and above all, they will ensure every shilling contributed towards universal health care and appropriated by this House and is paid by the Kenyan citizens is used efficiently, transparently, only for the intended health outcomes. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Beatrice Akinyi, do you have any supplementary questions?
Yes, Honorable Speaker, I have. Thank you, CS, and keep going, because the health sector has to work. Aspect of SHA, a proper database of all the health centers and hospitals eligible to SHA must be kept. Now, in your view, Honorable CS, how many health facilities are currently qualified and receiving money from SHA? And would you be willing to share that list with the Senate? 1. 2, Honorable CS, what is the waiting time by the SHA design? And do you think that waiting time, as in all insurance practices, working for SHA? Thank you.
Senator Cheriot, the Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the Minister for finding time and to respond to very important issues. Secondly, I want to appreciate that this is a very intelligent conversation, listening to senators raise issues pertaining to their constituents, particularly on this very topical matter of social health insurance, because it involves the people that give us a mandate to come to this House, Mr. Speaker. And it's very enlightening. Mr. Speaker, you know, sometimes I get very disappointed, and unfortunately, some of those people that I see in this House sometimes shout in funerals and rallies that SHA is not working. When the Minister is before us now, instead of, you know, it is allowed for a village blogger to say those kind of things, but not for a member of parliament, because you have the opportunity to ask the Minister questions like members are doing this morning on issues which the citizens are facing with SHA. I wish some of those colleagues were here this morning. Be that as it may, Mr. Speaker, I want to ask the Minister, particularly on Section 42 of this Act. You know, this Act, Mr. Speaker, is very dear to us as Senate. Mr. Minister, you may not be aware, but we passed the social health laws, all the 4 of them, in the sweltering heats of Turkana. 4 days of extreme work, and therefore we understand this law fairly well, and that's why we continue to demand that it must work for our people the way we envisioned. Mr. Speaker, Section 42 of that law, Parliament demanded that at the end of 3 months, actually the wording is within 3 months at the end of a financial year, Parliament is supposed to receive a report from the Minister on the operations of Social Health Authority. I want the Minister to confirm to the House that in that report that he shall be sending, or perhaps even if possible, Mr. Speaker, he can send a partial report to this House on 3 items that are very important to us as a House. Number 1 is on the spread of county compensation to the health facilities, county by county, so that we are able to know how much in compensation to public health facilities has gone to specific counties, Mr. Speaker. And I explained yesterday on the floor of this House why that is important. And I want that to be sent because I think it was Senator Mogenio who I had him say on the floor yesterday that SHA is not working. So I want to see if there's any compensation that is going to Nyamira County, as well as all the other counties. Why I want this to be published, Mr. Speaker, is so that we are able to know if our citizens are accessing the services that they are being paid for, because those are the people that sent us to this House. And this is something that I have asked the Minister, including in our private conversation. The second thing that must feature in that report, Mr. Minister, is the penalties that you have referred to and said that there are members of staff of SHA that are about to be taken to court because of issues of fraud. If there is something that can bring down this very noble initiative, Mr. Speaker, it is fraud. And therefore it will be important for Parliament to be appraised on how this system has been able to detect fraud, who are the officers that were involved, including the professionals like the doctors and the nurses and the people that you've said aid and abet this crime, Mr. Speaker, so that we are able to read out a list and know that there is a Dr. XYZ who works in Hospital Z in County Y, and this is what they attempted to do, and for that reason, they've been barred and they've been taken to prison because that is where they belong. Because, Mr. Speaker, we moved the amendments. When this law came to Parliament, in conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I know I've taken long, but let me just make the final remark about it, Mr. Speaker. When this law came before the House, the penalty that had been prescribed, just like all laws that come from the AG's office, was just 1 million shillings. But we moved actually that fine from 1 million to 20 million Kenya shillings, Mr. Speaker, because it was in the best interest of the people of Kenya that anybody who tries to cheat the system is punished by law so that we can save and help these facilities. Therefore, on that account, Mr. Speaker, I expect that the minister will give us a report of all the fraud that has been detected, the people that have been involved, not just the facilities alone, but the personnel as well that are doing this fraud. The last thing, Mr. Speaker, I am concerned on the rate of rejected claims, particularly in the county that I represent in this House. I was at a public event in a place called Kapkatet a few weeks ago, and the citizens raised concern with me and said, Senator, of all the claims that we have filed, almost 50% are being rejected. What is it that SHA expects of us as a health facility to do? Therefore, Minister, you must tell us as a House, including your officers, to offer subsequent or sufficient training, Mr. Speaker, to health facilities so that they don't provide the service and those claims are rejected. Because at the end of the day, particularly for public health institutions, Mr. Speaker, service has already been rendered and we don't want to sink them in debt. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Shakil Abdallah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my question is to the ministry. We know since SHA came, there are a lot of challenges, and that is being said, it's working, but my one area which I'm concerned is the lack of clarity on the benefits of the coverage, which is a big confusion to the people at the ground. Because people go to seek services and they are told to pay, sometimes they don't get the services. So I am not sure whether the ministry, I know that they did public participation and things, but did the ministry, or is the ministry in the position to do this clarification to the people at the ground to know what level pays for what, so that this confusion can stop? Because this hullabaloo cry of SHA not working, it's because of lack of clarity to the people, like SHA is paying for what, where. That clarity is not there, and this confusion is really bigger because people go for services and they don't get the services due to this confusion. So please, if the minister can tell us, how do they intend to handle this problem, which is really persisting in the ground? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Karungo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. As I ask my question, it's also good for the good CS to note that when we ask questions for the benefit of the House and the public. So whether a senator is here or not here, just like Senator Ojienda is not in the House and he's answering. So when Senator Medu is not in,
and that's why
we are here listening. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to bring that. Thank you. But in a rare support to the CS from me, Mr. Speaker, I would want to tell Senator Kalwale to stop reading Wamatangi Times and instead read the Kiambu People Times. Because for the last 150 days, Kiambu people have suffered because of the strike by the doctors, which took the Ministry of Health and the Council of Governors to assist. And now I can tell you the doctors are back to work. And I told the Senate, I have statements, I have even pushed the Committee on Devolution on nobody acted on that issue when it comes to matters Kiambu. So I thank the CS and his ministry and the Council of Governors. The Kiambu people now are okay. But I have a question to you, Bwana CS, because you have mentioned it twice now, that you're going to release the data or the statistics on matters Kiambu maternal mortality. I think you should publish that and publish for all the counties, Bwana CS, because I believe with that information, you'll help the Senate to oversight take our oversight mandate well, Bwana CS. And finally, Mr. Speaker, some counties are not using SHA. They're charging cash because probably SHA is not remitting on time. So they refuse to admit them and they charge cash instead. So I would also urge the CS to publish the SHA absorptions per county vis-a-vis the registration. Because you might have the number one in registration, yet when it comes to absorbing, you're the last. So I think you should also publish that to help the Senate take our oversight mandate. Thank you very much.
Senator Kathuri.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving this opportunity also to ask a supplementary question. But before I do that, Honorable Speaker, let me really commend the CS and his team. For this time, we are able to understand what is SHA, what is Linda Mama, between Linda Mama and Linda Jamii, Mr. Speaker. For the first time, CS and your team, led by your peers, Dr. Ruga and Mary Mudhoni, and also now the SHA CEO, Masi Mwangangi. Kenyans are able now to know exactly what is happening. And I wish you didn't mention Waziri Nduale. You know, the course you need at the university was not mentioned, but the way you're explaining the SHA and the health systems in Kenya, you are doing better that you are putting across Senator Waziri Nduale. But Nduale, private hospitals and fee-based hospitals. Still, there is a problem because of that billion also amount that they are owned. And they are not able nowadays to treat. Most of them, they are demanding cash. We want to move from cash to universal health coverage. So what is your ministry doing to ensure that you are in good books with the private hospitals and the fee-based hospitals? Because like where I come from, most of the public hospitals are not functional. But most of the citizens, most of the people from Meru County use the fee-based and the private hospitals. So there is a challenge because they are not getting the health care that we need to give them. So, Mr. CS, you can give a brief on what is happening and what you're intending to do with those type of hospitals. I thank you.
Senator for Taita Taveta County.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity to seek for clarification. Firstly, I've heard Senator Cheriot speak about hospitals that have not been refunded their claims. And I thought that before treatment, there is pre-authorization. So maybe it seems that like there is treatment before authorization. So I'd like to know which type of maladies or which situations require that there is pre-authorization and which ones don't require pre-authorization. But that was not my point. I'm just riding on Senator Cheriot's question. But my question is about payment for SHA. If I register for SHA and I pay and after 4 months I get sick and I go to a health facility, I'm required to pay upfront for 1 year. Why is it so? And yet I'm up to date. And then you've also talked about Lipa Pole Pole, SHA Lipa Pole Pole. When do I access it? Do I access it immediately I register? So that I go for SHA Lipa Pole Pole so that I pay for the whole year. And if I'm sick after, let's say, 5 months, am I still required to pay for a whole year? I think that is the clarity I would want. And finally, Mr. Speaker, what is the interest rate for this Lipa Pole Pole for SHA? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Chute Mohammed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Let me first of all take this opportunity to thank the CS for the hard work is doing. And congratulations, na asante sana, on behalf of the people of Kenya and Marsabit also. Secondly, the issue of employees, former employees of NHIF. Some employees from Marsabit asked me to ask the CS, if they are not going to be absorbed by SHA, the best they can do is go and join other departments in the government. If they join that department, the salary they were earning before and the new place they are going to go to, the difference is huge. Remember, they've borrowed money for their houses before. They've borrowed for their cars. If they go to the smaller salary, they cannot afford to pay those installments. As minister, what are you going to do to absorb those guys, the employees, former employees of NHIF, under the same employment and salary terms? Thank you.
Senator Mariam.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, my question is about the SHA claim, which the majority leader has a detail of it, but let me just frame it differently. Mr. Speaker, the CS explained that they have a digital oversight over their claim that can differentiate between, it can dictate the normal and abnormal one. Mr. Speaker, when we went to county visit, almost 23 facilities, most of them they claim of about rejected claim. So why is it that this rejected claim, and if you have this system can detect the normal and abnormal, see, you have to give the counties a leeway that they can do their part so that at least they can get this rejected claim. Thank you.
Senator Mugo. Recha.
Thank you, CS, for explaining clearly the operations of SHA and the system in health sector. My question is, how can the ministry guard against governors that are killing the public side of medical practice, that is the hospitals, public hospitals, because they have theirs in town, so that people go to theirs in town and the government side is dead?
Senator Veronica Ndwati.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and thank you, CS, for what you have explained to the House. We reviewed the answer to get the detail of it, and I'm sure you have dealt with maternal and infant mortality rate, especially because we have been alarmed by what we have seen in Kiambu Hospital. We hope that case is on your desk. Going to the SHA, our phones as leaders have become the backstopping of where patients, when they go to hospitals, the frequently asked questions are actually coming to members of parliament and senators, as opposed to those questions going to SHA. What is the ministry doing to ensure that when patients go to hospitals, seek for emergency treatment in hospitals, they are quickly attended to without requirement for them to pay? And how are you ensuring that anybody who is in an emergency wing of a hospital, public hospital right now, and cannot be attended to because the hospital is insisting that they have not been paid the SHA claims, how are you ensuring they are given support and they are attended to so that they don't have to suffer the consequences of those unnecessary conversations on emergency units when patients need to be treated? Is there any support in that communication? and supporting the patient to get access to the health services.
Senator Chiranke.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm disappointed because most of the senators who were saying SHA is not working, like Senator Omogeni, are not here, including Senator Sifuna, but they are quick to yap in funerals that it's not working. Mine, Waziri Duale, is a very simple question. One, you want to ensure USC succeeds. What can you tell Kenyans that today SHA is working, and in terms of improvement of personnel that work within the value chain or the chain of universal care? Waziri, you and me know that there was a presidential directive, and I know the biggest obstacle has been COG on the issue of confirmation of universal health coverage staff that have been on contract. But I'm happy, through your guidance as the CS of Health, the SRC has harmonized their pay slips. What is the status in transiting these UHC staff to permanent and pensionable so that we make SHA works? And Waziri, can you use this forum to tell the naysayers and doomsayers, including Senator of Muranga, that SHA is working? Mr. Speaker, I find it painful that many people out there are quick to say SHA is not working, yet they cannot come and ask the gracious CS. And I want to thank CS Waziri Duale, because he's the only CS that has always appeared religiously before this House. Unlike other CSs, I don't want to mention names, Mr. Speaker, because I will be accused of playing politics. But I know how to play it somewhere outside there, Mr. Speaker, not in funerals, but in birthday parties. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Essie Okanyuri.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Whatever I wanted to ask was on the issue of UHC staff, which Senator Cherargei has already highlighted.
Senator Boni Khalwale.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
I have listened in this House to the minister and also in the media. When he speaks to SHA, he speaks to two cardinal issues: the success of registration and the challenges in the reimbursements. But in health delivery, the real issue is service. Up to now, St. Mary's Hospital is closed. Colleagues here, they want to play to the gallery to say, you want me to say it's working.
Senator Boni.
Yes.
Senator Boni.
Can you contain him?
Address the chair. Senator Fernandi, allow Senator Boni to make his point. Allow the Honorable Senator to make his point.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, when hospitals served by some of my colleagues and owned by some of them are owed 43 billion shillings by SHA, and NHIF is still claiming 33 billion shillings, how do you expect a clear-minded scientist like myself to say it is working? Anyway, Mr. Speaker, I want, with your indulgence, to allow me to ask the minister, you have a chance to clarify today. What interest does the chairman of SHA have in the so-called Metro group of companies, in the so-called Metropolitan Hospital and /stroke Labdan Hospital?
Senator Newton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And while I want to commend the ministry for unearthing the fraud that had been perpetrated, costing SHA about 10.6 billion Kenya shillings. Mr. Speaker, the working or otherwise of SHA, like the majority whip has said, will be out there, Mr. Speaker. It is the confession of people who actually benefit or fail to benefit from SHA that are supposed to tell the story, and not basically what the minister says here. And so, Mr. Speaker, it's important that through you we ask Senator Cherargei, to at least for once, act as a senator and not like that sycophant who only wants to talk about things that are working. Mr. Speaker.
Order, honorable senators. Are we not? Order, honorable senators. Senator Fernandi, Senator Fernandi. Senator Fernandi, order. Now, Senator for Muranga, Senator Jonyut, I will not allow absurdity. Once you take to the floor, ask your question to the honorable senator. Proceed.
Thank you. I'm guided, Mr. Speaker. I only mentioned his name because he mentioned my name.
Just proceed to ask your question.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, there is an organization in this country, and this goes to the CS, Mr. Speaker. May I be heard in silence, Mr. Speaker?
Senator Newton, your statements are drawing these unnecessary
I'm asking my question as guided by you, Honorable Speaker. That's what I'm doing.
Proceed.
Can I be heard in silence, Mr. Speaker? Proceed. So my question to the CS, Mr. Speaker, is there is an organization in this country, Mr. Speaker, kindly protect me from Senator Cherargei.
Senator Fernandi, what is your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, standing order 101 and 105. Is it in order for the distinguished senator, our Munyoro Adeharan, to accuse me of being a sycophant when I'm doing my legislative and oversight work? Can he either substantiate or withdraw? We are not in a public library somewhere in Kennon. He can go and do his politics here, but not here, Mr. Speaker. I'm a man who has protected my name, Mr. Speaker, and reputation. I cannot be allowed by first-term senators to come and insult me.
Senator Newton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You would think that Senator Cherargei was born a senator and calling others a first-time senator. Yes, I am a first-time senator, Mr. Speaker, and proud to be so. Because Mr. Senator Cherargei was also once a one-time senator.
Senator Newton,
okay, my question.
That is not the point.
My question, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Newton, can you?
I'm asking my question. I'm asking my
question.
Order,
honorable senators.
I'm asking my question, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Newton, you will
yes,
take
Mr.
my
Speaker.
instructions. So be quiet as the chair gives directions. A point of order has just been raised by the Senator Fernandi, that you've gone ahead to call him a sycophant. His point of order is, would you substantiate that statement? If not, then you proceed to withdraw and apologize. And ask your question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
That's point of order that has been raised. You cannot interject.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, even as I follow your advice and guidance, and even orders, Mr. Speaker, Senator Cherargei has also referred to me as our Munyoro adherent. Mr. Speaker, probably, to be very fair, do we have such an outfit here in this Senate? And so, Mr. Speaker, I think let it be eye for eye. An eye for an eye, Mr. Speaker. He has referred to me.
Honorable Newton.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Newton, we cannot go down that route where absurdity breeds absurdity. I expected you or any other senator to raise on a point of order. The Senator Fernandi having called you that you're a, what was it again? Wamnyoro? Absolutely. The mere fact that no point of order was raised on that particular assertion. The chair cannot then intervene. But your assertion to the fact that the Senator Fernandi is a sycophant has attracted a point of order. Yours did not. In fact, I did not hear you in any way trying to raise a point of order on that assertion by Senator Fernandi. Nevertheless, the two senators, Senator Fernandi and Senator Newt. Senator Fernandi, you will proceed to withdraw that assertion. Thereafter, the Senator for Muranga will proceed to withdraw the assertion calling you a sycophant. And thereafter, you will proceed to ask the minister your question. Senator Fernandi, proceed to withdraw that particular assertion.
Mr. Speaker, the word...
Withdraw that assertion.
Mr. Speaker, as I withdraw and apologize, the word adherent means you support an idea or party. So it is good that the Senator has gone on record that this does not support him. So thank you, Mr. Speaker. I withdraw and apologize. Let the people of Muranga watch.
Senator Newt to proceed to withdraw that assertion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'll follow the cue from the experienced senator from Nandi and say that a sycophant is only somebody who says things to please somebody else somewhere. With that, I withdraw and apologize, and Mr. Speaker now proceed to ask my question to the Honorable CS. Mr. Speaker, I was just bringing to the attention of the CS that there is an organization in this country called RUFA, meaning Rural and Urban Private Hospitals Association. And Mr. Speaker, hospitals under that particular association are not offering services to those covered under SHA. And Mr. Speaker, then my question to the Honorable CS is, exactly what plans are there to see to it? Because these hospitals serve very many Kenyans, Mr. Speaker, and without them recognizing SHA, then many Kenyans have a problem. That was my question, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. And thank you for your Solomonic wisdom and your impartiality. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Osotsi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to ask my good friend CS a question on the status of NHIF reimbursements, which have been outstanding. If there is any breakdown that he can give this House. Because as we talk about SHA, we should also be alive that there has been long outstanding debts owed to these hospitals by the defunct NHIF.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Speaker, let me start with the first question that Honorable Beatrice Ogola. For record purpose, from the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Council, Honorable Speaker, that registers all our health facilities. The total number of health facilities registered in our country are 14,876, out of which public facilities are 6,005. Two, on the same, and the leadership and the Council of Governors is coming back to us. And COG is working with SHA to ensure that they update their bank accounts, particularly for the primary health care. And two, still Ogola, SHA has a database with a very active number. Now the ones who are registered under SHA, both public, private, and faith-based, are 10,451 facilities, with each one having a provider portal rights. And payment for these facilities is dependent on the claim review process. Every claim on our dashboard in our system, even when it is rejected, it will give you the reasons why it's rejected. If you have not submitted required documentation, it tells you submit the following documents within 14 days. And different claims are in different stages. Some have just been submitted, some are under review, some have been approved for payment. So it's like a whole ecosystem, and that's why we call our digital system, we call it the digital super highway. When I come to the question raised by the leader of majority, Senator Aaron Cheriot, I agree with you, we will comply. We will comply with the law, and we will, Honorable Speaker, through you, we will give this House any information that is required within the shortest time possible, and I'm sure the members and the chair and the vice chair of the Health Committee know that whenever I am called, I appear. Just for example, to give you, under the PHC, the primary health care, which is exchequer funded, a very unique thing under this leadership. The problem, people who are opposing SHA are not the patients, are not the health facilities. People who have a problem with the government of President Ruto. And we have no problem with that. Because today as we speak, Honorable Speaker, over 27 million Kenyans have registered SHA. Mombasa leading, Nyeri number 2, Kirinyaga, Bomet. That's how I can give the list of all the counties. And under PHC, so far, the primary health care, we have given counties 5.6 billion since last October. And we are ready to provide county by county, faith-based facilities who attend to Kenya for this free primary health care. We have given them 745 million. We can give the list one by one. Under SHIF, county governments have so far, depending on how they do their claim, there are some county governments like Mombasa, like Nyeri, like Nakuru. And let me say it, Nakuru PGH is one of the best model that is implementing the social health insurance fund. Since October, Nakuru PGH and Coast General Hospital have received close to $1 billion shilling because they do manage their claims properly. The faith-based organizations have got about 12 billion. MOH, these are the referrals. Kenyatta University, MTRH, Madare, and all these. They have received 6.5 billion. The private facilities are the largest who have received under SHIF, 29.3 billion. This report is ready. We can provide it to the House anytime we are required. The animal or the elephant in the room is rejected, and I want senators to listen to me, Senator Cheriot being. If you see somebody asking you, there are a lot of rejections, he doesn't want to come and face SHA. In SHA, we have relationship managers at the county level, at our headquarters. Our system gives you reason. We have men and women, doctors who do clinical review, who will tell you why your claim is rejected. But because they know those are fraudulent, those are frauds, and we are coming for them, Senator. Tell them we are coming for them. And why are claims rejected? I want to give you 5 reasons why claims are rejected. And once it is rejected, for the information of this House, we are not paying. Claims are rejected because there's no claim form. The law you passed here, the 4 laws, at the bottom of those laws, you have designed a claim form. So a claim form is a legal document. If a facility has not provided a claim form when they are asking for reimbursement, that becomes automatic rejection. If the facility has not given us itemized invoice, that is a rejection. If there are no discharge summaries, God forbid, let me pick on even Senator Cheriot or Senator Khalwale. You go to Nairobi Hospital, you stay there for 2 days, there's no discharge form. And it's deliberate because they want to claim 30 days when that patient has stayed for only 4 or 5 days. So if you don't give us a discharge summary on when the patient has left, that is a rejected claim. If there are no supporting theater, if a patient, a Kenyan citizen, who is a member of SHA, paid a member of SHA, goes to a theater for any type of procedure, and then you make the claim to the Social Health Authority for reimbursement, and you have not attached theater notes, doctors who are in this house will know that. I am not a doctor, but I read, and I learn from people I work with. If there are no theater notes, that's a rejected claim, and we will not pay. If there are no birth notification, if a delivery has taken place in any of our health facilities in our country, the mandatory document is a birth notification. If you want us to pay for your delivery, whether or normal or cesarean, and a birth notification is missing, we will not pay you. We cannot confirm whether a child has been born, whether a delivery has taken place. It's rejected, Honorable Senator for Kericho. Upcoding. There are people, and this is a medical fraud. There are people, a patient goes for a small boil that takes about 1 hour. The claim they make is that they have done a bigger procedure by even cutting his hand. That is called upcoding, and the system will pick you, we will not pay you. If you convert outpatients into inpatients, that is the biggest fraud. There are Kenyans who go, they are treated, they go home, then the facility turns them into inpatients because they want to claim the bed. They want 5 days. But now, going forward, they cannot do it because now we have introduced a biometric. A Kenyan must go through the biometric when he goes to hospital, and he must go through biometric when he's being discharged. But before the biometrics, they were turning out patients, and we have got evidence of patients who have gone even to the DCI, who are saying, I went for a day. Why is this facility claiming 14 days? Honorable Senate Majority Leader, we will not pay. And please tell these people who tell about rejected, let them go to SHA, they will get all the explanations. As of today, there are people who tell you SHA does not pay. As of today, faith-based, and let me pick, and I want Honorable Khalwale to listen to me. St. Mary has been used for many months for political expediency. It became the talk in funerals and everywhere. I went and sat with the Bishop of St. Mary. I sat with the Bishop of St. Mary, with the whole of my team, including the bank manager. And we have shown our Lordship, the Bishop, that SHA has paid him 90 million shilling. We have given him the TT, the transfer. The balance that at time had was 14 million. We have paid the 14 million. It is you now to go and ask the bishop why he's not opening the facility. And the bishop was with me in a press conference. And I said it. And I said it. Let us not use, St. Mary for politics. And I'm saying it, and I'm sure the people of Kakamega are watching me. Look for something else. St. Mary is a closed chapter. You cannot use St. Mary based. We have the numbers. Before the end of the day, Senator Boni Khalwale, I have sent to you on your WhatsApp more than 5 times. You did not respond to me. I gave it to Prime Cabinet Secretary. When nobody could hear, I flew to Kakamega. And I sat with the bishop. And we did reconciliation. We proved to him that we have paid him 90 million. If today I pay Nairobi Hospital, for example, and the management decides not to run the hospital and close it, that is not a function of the minister. For health. But for my brother Boni Khalwala, number 3, our system is real time. Number 4, St. Mary owes us 8.5 million, and St. Mary owes us 8.5 million, and all these were lodged in the month of October. By the 14th of November, our next payment cycle, if these 8.5 are verified, we will pay. But so far we have paid 114. And please help me. I'm sure this weekend you'll be in Kakamega. I want you to have a different story. To say that St. Mary, Shah has explained, St. Mary, the problem is the management, is the leadership, and I am ready to go with you. I am ready. But Shah is working. Shah is working.
Finish up the questions.
Mr. Speaker, Shah is working, and I have said, you can have a problem with the President Ruto's administration, but Shah is working. It is unimaginable every day between 25 to 35,000 Kenyans register voluntarily as members of the Shah Social Health Authority. The train has left. We will implement what many people could not implement because of many side shows. Senator Kathuri, my Deputy Speaker now on the chair, I agree with you. The faith-based settlement rate is at 69.
You know, Senator Mboni, why are you interrupting the CS? You know the CS is not even in the side of the House. That is why you cannot raise a point of order. Maybe after he summarizes his question, you can seek clarification. But not a point of honor to the CS. You know it. Please, Boni Kalwale, I told you, let him finish the questions. Actually, he's answering the questions for the U.S. truly. You should be very quiet.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, your questions, yes. Faith-based hospitals, our settlement rate is 69%. Private hospitals, it's at 56%. Public hospital settlement is at 55%. And this is delayed because of poor documentation. But the matter that you have raised is very critical. And this is a discussion for the Senate and for the Council of Governors. The people who work in our counties, facilities, own private facilities next door. They own facilities. And I've told governors. So they work at the counties as retention. But they really do their business. And I'll give a good example of Kakamega. The number of patients seen in Kakamega public hospitals and the amount of drugs dispensed does not tally, which means the drugs are being taken to private facilities. And that's why I call upon this great house, which is a custodian of devolution, and which has a Senate Devolution Committee and Senate Health Committee, to go out, because health is devolved, there's very little I can do, and make sure, go see and ask what is happening. We have seen facilities we were closing that are owned by people who work in county governments. So we need to deal with that, Honorable Deputy Speaker who's on the chair. Honorable Veronica Maina, yes, the emergency cover is active, now in level 5 and level 6. We were doing a pilot phase, But I want to assure this House that the emergency cover will be up and running on December 1st to cover all emergency centers in all level 4. Our ambulance services within the ECCIF will be launched in December. And this is one of the beauty about universal health coverage. Never again will a Kenyan on an emergency go to a hospital and he will be asked for a deposit. The emergency center we are going to establish will send the nearest ambulance to that Kenyan who is in distress in terms of health. It will take him to the hospital. The ambulance is paid by SHA at the rate of 4,500 if it is a long distance in every 25 kilometers. And then when he's delivered to a health facility at any level, that Kenya that Kenyan, the first, he lost to Dr. Boni Khalwale. And he wants to use SHA to again for his political engagement in Kakamega County. So he has a choice to make. He has a choice to make. Speaker, let me say it. If the truth is hurting. Senator Boni Khalwale.
Honorable CS, just a minute. You know, I want to protect the Honorable Senator for Kakamega. Stop referring to him directly. Just make your comments. But without referring to him, I'll give you a chance to seek clarification. I'll give you later. Let him finish.
Chairman, let me finish.
Let him finish. I'll give
Let me
you
finish.
just
So,
slow down.
because the great senator of Muranga has asked me.
Just cool. I will give you that opportunity to raise your concern.
Mr. Speaker, do I have the floor?
Honorable Nikarwale, Senator
Mr. Speaker, what I am
Order,
giving this
Senator
out,
Boni.
I am going on record, is fact, and the Honorable Boni Khalwale should hold his horses. Because Rufa, the leader, the chair of Rufa was his competitor in last election. That is a fact. That is a fact. It's not deniable. Number two, Rufa is an organization. SHA has specific contracts with the over 10,000 facilities. So we don't have any contractual obligation. The Rufa with any organization. And let me in fact say today, for the avoidance of doubt, the faith-based association, the Council of Governors, all of them engage them as organization. But the people who have contractual obligation, who must follow the law, what they have signed, whether in faith-based, whether in private, whether in public, is individual hospitals in our country, because they treat patients individually. There are no patients which are treated by organizations. So we want to get the accountability must be on the person or the facility that has signed a contract. So Rufa, the issue is they do a lot of press conference, they can continue. They can continue. Because Kenya is a free country. On the issue of the debt of NHIF, I agree. The biggest problem we have, and that is even making SHA, the debt of the 30 billion of NHIF has brought down facilities. Some facilities are getting closed. But Mr. Speaker, when I came to the ministry, I set up a very independent committee to verify. Just like the way Edward Awuko, our former Auditor General, is verifying the pending bill of the national government. And he was given a pending bill of 506 billion. He could only verify what we saw in cabinet. I think it's about 206 billion. Some people disappeared. Some did not bring their documents. The same law that tells me I should pay is the same constitution and the PFM Act that tells me and tells us sitting on this side, and subject to your oversight, public funds. Now what I have done is, the people who are owed by NHIF, between 1 shilling to 10 million is about 5.3 billion. Some of them even are owed 300 shillings. And I can provide the list to this house. Now, I have written to the Minister for National Treasury, and that 5.3 billion accounts for 95% of the total debt of these people who owe NHIF. The rest are big people. So I say, let's first pay the 5.3 after we verify. We have now started verifying. I have written to the National Treasury with the blessings of the President after consultation. And by the time the supplementary comes and we have finished verifying, I want to assure the people of Kenya we will pay the 5.3. Secondly, the rest I have also asked a team led by same Auditor General, because his pending bill committee is still alive, with its auditors from SHA, MOH, to sit down and verify, and we must pay that, whether it is 10 billion, 15 billion, 20 billion, we must pay, so that our facilities, our people should not lose their investment. There are facilities that are having serious financial challenge. Let me be very honest, because of the old debt. With the SHA, if your bills are verified in this house, they will be absorbed in of our other public institutions at the same salary and package that they were having at NHIF. I have agreed with the court, and we have said, and I have a letter from public service, a letter from to that effect, and I want to tell our staff, the Kenyans, because I agree with you, they had mortgage, they had many things. If they go, for example, to my ministry, or they go to KNH, they will not earn a new salary. They will earn the salary they were earning at NHIF, and they will be placed at the grade, if not better, than where they were at NHIF. I think, so Senator Nyutu, please tell the roofer, I don't deal with, when it comes to money, facilities, the CEO will deal with people who have. Yes, the question about the chairman of SHA. Yes. The chairman of SHA is called Dr. Abdi. And Dr. Kalwale knows. Dr. Abdi does not own any facility. And even before, few months before he became chair, he had a historical ownership. He had relax. He had an historical ownership of Ladnan. He had an historical ownership, and in fact, it is Metro that bought Ladnan. And you know the owner of Metro. It's one of our most progressive health facility provider. And I think it's not good. Kenya, you know, it's like there are people who are saying, Aden Duale owns a facility. My assets and liability are within the records of Parliament. I was vetted by Parliament. What I own, if I own a chopper, I own a chopper. If I own camels, I own camels. And if he owns a facility and you have approved, we will remove him as a chair of SHA. But we will not allow people to smear other Kenyans, because Dr. Abdi is other, to smear other Kenyans, even if it is Dr. Boni or or Cherargei or Senator Veronica. Because of politics, we will go by the truth. Honorable, my good friend, my leader of the whip, I want to assure you that he does not own. In fact, the Health Committee of the National Assembly visited London, they visited Metro. They confirmed the ownership is not with Dr. Abdi, a committee of this House. I think, Honorable Speaker, I don't know whether I have left. Oh, UHC. Okay. Oh, yes, UHC. Yes. Yes, let me start with Honorable Shakila, the Secretary General of one of the biggest party.
Stop heckling.
Honorable Shakila asked about our benefits. Our benefits are in the regulations that have been passed by these houses. And the clarity is in the regulations. What is lacking, and Honorable Shakila is saying, is sensitization. We have asked hospitals to put posters in every place in the hospital to show this is the package for oncology, and we will do working together with SHA. We want leaders, all of us, we will keep on sensitizing our people. Even last night,
Senator Shakira, why are you shouting from your seat? Why? No, that is not the way we transact business in the Senate.
So we will do. And then the issue of UHC.
We have no time.
The issue of UHC, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank Senator Cherargei, just like Senator Khalwale, they represent a wide range of constituency. That is, Cherargei, that is constituency. But these Kenyans, close to 7,000 plus, have suffered for too long. They were employed during the COVID. They did good work. They are still doing good work. Part of what we did for the achievement and the attainment of a complete universal health coverage, healthcare workforce is the most important pillar. And that's why we fixed the interns. That's why we dealt with all the health bargaining agreements. That's why you see doctors. Now, UHC, we have the money as a national government. We have the salary, we have the allowances, we have everything. The president has committed in public that the national government will pay. And we have so far put them under the SRC rates. So they earn very good money now. What is remaining is a transition from contract to permanent and pensionable. And because they work in the counties and they are under the public service boards of our counties, I'm still engaging with the county governments. But I'm a bit frustrated because they don't see how these Kenyans are suffering. But again, I am ready. The chair of health committee is sitting on the house, Honorable Mandago. You have some powers more than me as a custodian of devolution. You need to call us. The money is available, allowance is available, everything. Ask the governors why they are not transiting these good people to permanent and pensionable. If they were, and if they refuse, I can take them. I can take them to our referral hospitals. We have a huge shortage, so that these Kenyans can have that choice. And Chair, I think that is, SHA Lipa Pole Pole has no interest, has no fees, has no levies. It is free. You pay 4 months, the other 8 months, after you go through the mean testing. If the amount is 7,000, You say, do you want to pay the other 8 months daily, weekly, or monthly? Every day, over 2,000 Kenyans go through SHA Lipa Pole Pole. If you don't want to do that, there is nothing we can do. 651 million shillings we have collected since the president announced SHA Lipa Pole Pole in Homa Bay first day of Madaraka. So SHA Lipa Pole Pole is working very much. If you see somebody who doesn't want to do that, then as some senator said here, you can even live with illiteracy, but you cannot live with the sickness. I want to urge Kenyans, universal health care is working. Please let us register en masse for SHA. Let us protect ourselves, our children, and our next of kin. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Senator Boni, what is
there was a question from the senator for Kiambu.
Under 1 minute. Just a minute. You will answer with together with
Mr. Speaker. The senator for, let me answer the senator for Kiambu. I agree, and many people agree with me. The maternal and child mortality rate in our country is not very good. It should be a national discussion. I have agreed with the president that we must make it a national discussion. Leaders must make it a national discussion. We have about 20 counties that are doing very badly. And we are going to name them. And we are going to shame them. Secondly, we are putting in our digital superhighway as a system where every facility in our country must report maternal or child death on a daily basis. And they must give the reasons. They must give the reasons. And this is real. Our neighbors are doing better than us, all of us. A mother walks to a hospital, she is not a patient. She is very happy. She wants to come out happy with a baby. She is going to a facility to give us another life. We cannot, as a country, it is immoral, it is unacceptable, it's unconstitutional to have the maternal child mortality rate we have in our country. And I think as our leaders, both in all the three arms government, our religious leaders, we must do something. Our women must do something. But as a Minister for Health, this will be one of the legacy that I have to leave as the Minister of Health.
So we have like 5 minutes. So Dr. Boni Karware, under 1 minute, seek your clarification.
Mr. Speaker, the reason why I was rising to appeal to the minister that this hubris is the demonstration of arrogance of power. You cannot disrespect.
There is no clarification.
Mr. Speaker, this is House of Debate. You cannot, Dr. Brian Lichenga, find it okay and be unable to speak about Dr. Abdi unless you are in office to launder some people.
No.
Number two, you cannot transfer the responsibility.
You have no mic, Senator Boni Karware. Minority leader. Minority leader. Senator Boni Karware, I will kick you out of this house the rest of the day.
But you see, this is what's going on.
No, that is not the way we transact business, and you know.
And now he's here, you think you can...
Senator Boni Karware, Senator Boni Karware.
Managing the National Assembly and the Senate? Really?
Senator Boni.
You think I don't know how government works?
Minority leader, progress.
Yes, asante naibu wa spika. Nilikuwa nataka kuuliza lile swali ambalo nilikuwa nimeuliza hapo awali ambalo waziri analijua, na huu mswada wa kwamba waziri yuko hapa hivi sasa umezua mwamko mpya.
Senator Mudigi,
kwamba
allow the CS to get the clarification that the minority leader is seeking.
katika kaunti ya Kilifi hivi sasa kila mtu anafata hii debate ambayo inaendelea hapa, na ingekuwa vizuri sana ikiwa bwana Spika utaniruhusu nimuulize waziri lile swali ambalo nilikuwa nimeuliza hapo awali aweze kulijibu kwa lugha ya Kiswahili. Manake mimi nimeuliza Kiswahili na yeye ni lazima anijibu mimi na lugha ya Kiswahili. Ingekuwa bora zaidi ili watu wangu wapate kuelewa masuala haya ya mamlaka ya afya ya jamii. Sijui kama bwana waziri anaweza kuniruhusu, bwana Spika unaweza kuniruhusu niulize swali kwa uharaka. Katika
si amekupata
katika masikilizano yale ambayo alikuwa ameyafanya hapo awali huyu waziri, wagonjwa wakienda hospitali, akina mama na watoto na jamii wakiwa wameenda hospitali ile ya level 1, 2 and 3, kumekuwa na tetesi kwa sababu hivi sasa wao wanachajiwa, na hali mkataba uliowekwa na waziri pale ilikuwa ya kwamba watu wakienda level 1, 2 and 3 wapatiwe matibabu alafu waende nyumbani.
Na dakika moja ndio wacha kujibu.
Asante sana bwana waziri, kama unaweza kunijibu itakuwa vyema zaidi.
Waziri, Kiswahili ni ngumu, lakini nataka nisemwambie Mheshimiwa Khalwale, mimi ninaheshimu sana bunge. I have a lot of respect for parliament and I don't want to go into that. I have no hubris. I have a lot of respectable members of this house. Honorable Chair, Kiswahili ni ngumu, lakini zile vitengo ya mimi ni Mkenya. Mimi si Mswahili, lakini natumia lugha ya Kiswahili. Nitajaribu, lakini isiniletee shida ya kwamba waziri wa afya ameshinda kuongea lugha ya taifa. Ile zahanati ya level 2, level 3 na level 4 zingine ambaye tunaita kwa lugha ya Kimombo primary health care, ambaye inatibu wale wa Kenya wa kukuja na kuondoka, kwa lugha ya Kimombo inaitwa outpatient. Nataka nihakikishe ya kwamba hiyo ni bure na inalipwa na serikali kupitia bajeti ambayo inapita katika bunge la kitaifa. Na mwaka huu ile pesa imewekwa ni bilioni 13, na hatutakubali na ni kinyume ya sheria kama hizo zahanati kama ni ya kibinafsi, zile zinaendeshwa na vikundi vya dini ama zile zinaendeshwa na serikali zetu za kaunti, kulipisha wa Kenya. Na tukijua wewe unalipisha, basi tutakunyang'anya ile leseni ya bima ya kitaifa ya SHA, kwa sababu SHA ndio inakupatia pesa. Na kiongozi wa wachache katika bunge la Senate, nataka niseme hapa leo ya kwamba ile pesa ushuru ama ile pesa county serikali zetu za ugatuzi wanasanya, ile munaita kwa lugha ya Kimombo county revenue, own source revenue, kila county pesa nyingi, 65% juu kwa 100 ni kutoka pesa ambayo wanapata kutoka sekta ya afya, na hatuwezi kubali. So Wakenya, nyinyi pia Wakenya wananisikiza, msikubali mkienda dispensary, mkienda health center, mkienda hospitali ya sub county, ile ya kwenda na kurudi nyumbani inaitwa Kimombo outpatient, ni bure. Na msikubali, ile inahitajika uwe umekisajili kuwa wanachama ya SHA.
Asante waziri, na asanteni kwa kufika Senate. Tunashukuru na muende salama.
Thank you.
Asante. Honorable Senators, it is now 1 p.m. time to adjourn the Senate. The Senate therefore stands adjourned until later today, Wednesday, 29th October 2025 at 2:30 p.m.
Good afternoon to you and welcome to this live broadcast of the National Assembly. This Wednesday afternoon, dated the 15th day of October, the year being 2025. We are so glad that you're watching this live broadcast. Collaboration between the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation and the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit. The National Assembly will this afternoon be proceeding with its afternoon sitting after the Speaker of the National Assembly during the morning sitting adjourned the House until the 2:30 p.m. sitting, and in adjourning that sitting, he told members at the National Assembly that he'll be giving them some important communication. We expect that this afternoon, but in today's supplementary order paper this afternoon is a procedural motion that the leader of the majority party, in conjunction with the leader of the majority or the minority party, will be moving a procedural motion to adjourn the House and the extension of sitting time and limitation of debate. In this procedural motion, the leader Let's now have a look at the businesses before the National Assembly this afternoon, among them being the report of the audited accounts for the Commodities Fund for the financial year 2018-2019, all the way to 2021-2022, this being a motion by the Chairperson, Special Funds and Accounts Committee. In this motion, the Chair on matters special funds is seeking to have the National Assembly adopt the 5th report of the Special Funds Accounts Committee on its consideration of the report of the Auditor General on the financial statements for the commodities. Now, this being Commodities Fund for the financial years 2018-2019, 2019-2020, all the way to 2021-2022, and the Committee on Special Funds laid its report on the table of the National Assembly on the 7th day of December, the year being 2023. The other business before the National Assembly this afternoon is the consideration of the sessional paper number 5 of the year 2023 on the national policy on labour migration. This motion is by the Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Matters Labour. The report of audited accounts for Judiciary Mortgage. This is Judiciary Mortgage Scheme Fund for the financial year 2021-2022, all the way to 2021-2022 is coming up for debate this afternoon, where members of the National Assembly are set to consider the findings in the report in regards to how the judiciary utilized funds for the Judiciary Mortgage Scheme Fund. Well, the business of the National Assembly will be kicking off any moment from now, and immediately we have the Speaker in the chambers. Will be handing you over for this live broadcast. Remember, the Speaker's procession is this procession that gives us the headways in regards to the commencement of business at any particular time when the National Assembly is sitting. As we await for that, the Pyrethrum Repeal Bill, National Assembly Bills number 40 of the year 2024 by the leader of the majority party, and the Kenya National Library Service Bill, National Assembly Bills number 20 of the year 2023 by the Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Sports and Culture, are two bills under the Committee of the Whole, where the National Assembly is set to consider the proposals in the Pyrethrum Repeal Bill and the Kenya National Library Services Bill Bill number 20 of the year 2023. The Maternal Newborn Child Health Bill, a bill originating from the Senate, Senate Bills number 17 of the year 2023, is lined up for resumption of debate, where members of the National Assembly are set to resume debate that was interrupted on Tuesday, on October 14th, 2025. And they will be debating the proposals in the Maternal Newborn Child Health Bill, a bill that is originating from the Senate, but is being considered at this particular juncture by the National Assembly. Policy framework is a motion number 11 on today's order paper by the Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry and Mining. The Chair on the Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry and Mining will be seeking to have the National Assembly adopt the report of the Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry and Mining following its consideration of sessional paper number 5 of the year 2024 on the National Green Fiscal Incentives Policy Framework and the Committee on Environment.
Kafikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili utukufu na sifa zako ziendelezwe, na ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi yetu, na wale ambao haja zao umezikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amen. Order, honorable members, welcome back to this afternoon sitting. We will proceed as follows. After order 1, we have a supplemental order paper. After order 1 and 2, we'll go through the other orders by way of mention, up to 7. Then we'll go to order number 8, which will be a motion moved by the distinguished Deputy Speaker. I see no leadership on the minority side. I'll nominate Honorable Zamzam to second the motion. No debate on that motion. Just move the motion, second, and then we abide by the contents for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, and the reason we, among other reasons, we're pushing this matter to tomorrow, your leadership, the majority and minority leaders, are part of the delegation that is leaving in the next 1 hour to Mumbai, where they will join the larger delegation, including some cabinet secretaries and Mama Aida Odinga, to bring back the remains of our fallen hero. And we expect by early afternoon they should be back. And then